I might be over paranoid. Probably being over paranoid. There's a good chance that I'm being over paranoid, but there's also a chance that I'm not. And that is why I'm kind of fucked up about it. I'm about to cook these beans. In this van, even though I said I wasn't going to make fire in the van. I'm going to cook the beans in the van? Anyway. In a can. I got the fire in a can. I'm gonna use it. Because if I don't heat these beans up right now, they're actually gonna go bad. Right now. Here's what I mean. I don't want to cook this outside because I'm afraid of. I don't want to cook this outside because I'm afraid of going outside. And I'm afraid of going outside because I'm afraid they're going to see how cozy I'm being here. I'm making a little fucking fire next to the park where they sell drugs. And they can consider me a target after that shit. They say, this guy, how dare he be so cozy in the place that I sell my drugs. Ooh. And then they're going to make me a target for that shit. I'm fucking terrified of that shit. I'm absolutely fucking terrified. Am I really that terrified, though? You know, I'm terrified. I actually am terrified. Soldiers know what the man said. Rid of that entirely. Let's put on top of another fucking can. Oh, done. Easy. That doesn't work shit. Okay. Need like a little razor. Oh, it needs to be raised on top of something. it's like half the height. It's not gonna work. Too short. Use my fancy new shoes. That's not happening. I should not use anything flammable because obviously they can go very, very wrong very, very fast. Just leaves me with just this. I can use this, and then this, and that's pretty much it. Listen to what the man says. Here we go. Can of tuna. That'll be the platform. Perfect. Now I can reheat these beans. I'll place this thing in here too. The thing is, this thing actually doesn't make it very hot. I got the thing open, so I'm not gonna suffocate or anything in here. Okay, I'm trying to get the entire thing up to temperature, so I gotta cap the whole thing. I'm gonna do this or something similar. I gotta put a cap on the entire thing, yeah. This can heat stuff is nice. Makes life really easy. Anyway, I'm still not supposed to have fire in here. It's really bad. This is really, really, really dangerous. It's just one reason why I gotta move out of this alley. Not even alley, this is a street. I gotta move out of this specific street. It's too many eyes. Yeah, that's like directly touching. That's good. It's good contact. Just to clear any debris. And I'm gonna clean it with my bathroom water I got because I'm fucking desperate. Fucking sad and desperate. Clean it with something gross. Should I stop myself from crying? Well, I have a fire in front of me. I think I should stop myself from crying. Yeah. This is literally the wrong time to cry. If there wasn't a fire in front of me, then I could continue to cry, but there's a fire in front of me. I have to stop crying. Not because I'm busy, it's because of the fire. The fire demands absolute attention. This is how homeless fires start. Somebody gets desperate and they can't take all the forces that are on them. But suddenly they get a little bit tired, and suddenly one little flame goes a whole fucking inferno. And this is how it starts. This is how people die. This is how people die. This is how people burn themselves alive, and I'm a perfect example of what not to do. Yet I can't stop. Because if I stop, that means I get no food. If I get no food, that means I get desperate. If I get desperate, that means I'm no longer making good decisions. I think being able to manage things like fire. So I have to ask myself, do I want to be desperate now, or do I want to be desperate later? The answer to being desperate now or being desperate later is usually you want to be desperate now. You don't want to be desperate later. Usually being desperate later is the death sentence. Being desperate now is just highly uncomfortable. Being desperate later usually means you're about to die. Yeah, this is how people die. This is how people die. This is exactly how people die. I'm doing all the right steps to die. It's fucking wonderful. Each step brings me closer to the grave. Each desperate grab for resources. Each slightly bad decision with potentially mortal consequences. Every single one brings me slightly closer to dying. Just a little bit. But a little bit's all it takes. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I think my body's moving autopilot. Stop autopilot. Okay. I'm looking for an onion to cook because I'm trying to opportunistically cook the onion, but I'm trying to add something. What does that mean? Adding an onion would be great, but that's an opportunistic thing. That's a growth mindset thing. adding an onion and making it taste good is a growth mindset thing. This is not a growth mindset situation. This is a desperate as fuck situation. The correct thing to do is to solve the problem, which is the beans are going bad, so we need to solve the beans from going bad. And I don't add anything else to that, because this is not a growth situation. This should not be happening. This situation where there's a fire inside of the car should not be happening. This is bad. I need to end this as soon as possible. If it was a growth situation, I would load it with more resources and add the onion. But this is not a growth situation. This is a shrink situation. I shrink the problem. Just need to get the debris out of the way. The debris that could possibly catch on fire and kill me and everybody around me. I need to stop that. Protect my assets. I need to remove the threat now that the problem is gone. Suppose the onions right there just take like a second or two. It's a growth mindset thing. If it's trivial to grab the onion, then grab it. Do you have to move things to get to the onion? Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, definitely, actually, yeah. I can't find it. Then what do? You stop. You're mixing your growth mindset and your pessimism mindset. The fire will not die. You see, that would be very bad. This problem is now solved. These beans are now cooked again. They have been re-sterilized by hot air and water. Excellent. Again, this is a not desirable situation. This was not about making the beans taste good. This is about simply saving calories so I can exist to the next day. This is about efficiency. This was not about the things that I wanted, this is about the things that I needed. And as such, it occupies the second half of the Punnett square. You remove the pain. So weird though. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. You'd say, well, now that the problem's gone, I can go and look for the onion again. It's like, what the hell? I just took the fire out. That's kind of the point. The beans going bad is a problem. I'm not trying to say like it's oh, this is bad. I'm trying to say the beans going bad is a positive problem. It is a problem which I must take actions to essentially stop it from happening. The beans going bad actively happens over time. I have to apply force to the beans stop them from going bad. That's what I'm saying. As such, the interaction is like this. The beans going bad is a thing that exists. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stop the existence of the beans going bad. And specifically, if you want to get really specific, the beans going bad is specifically a bacterial bloom that I'm trying to stop. So I'm trying to kill it. Even more than destruction, I'm trying to kill. I'm trying to kill bacteria. So I've established that the situation is a problem situation. And so the reason I got the fire out was to solve the problem. And I did it in a desperate way, which is starting a fire inside the car, which is something I'm not supposed to do at all. But I did it because I was desperate. Because I need food. Food source is going bad. So lo and behold, I start a fire inside the car with my wonderful canned heat. Wonder if I should have grabbed this torch now. My wonderful canned heat. The issue here is in the following. I see that the can, the pot is already boiling. So I think, oh, you know what? I should add an onion to that. But this is really, really, really bad. Because instead of trying to solve the problem and trying to solve it as fast as possible, I'm making a new problem where there previously wasn't, which is I want to cook the onion. That problem wasn't there before. I created it. I can barely even see what I'm doing. This is not a positive environment where I should be doing creative activities. And this is like the crux of why I hate like 90% of positive energy gurus. Is they miss this important crux. It's really important. Which is, I'm in a negative activity environment. I'm afraid of gangsters killing me. I'm afraid of my van being lit on fire. I'm afraid of this and that. It's not that I can't manifest anything, it's that I shouldn't manifest anything. It's not that I can't make things and dreams come true. It's that the only dream that I should be making come true is the dream of getting out of the situation I'm in. That's that negative energy focus. I'm being focused on destroying a problem. And so when I cook the onion, you can see, I was struggling against the positive energy. The positive energy thing to do would be like, oh, growth mindset. Cook the onion, that's fine. Make your food taste better. That's excellent. Good tasting food is a good thing. Say, oh yeah, good tasting food is a good thing. But I'm not trying to make good things at that moment. I'm just trying to get rid of bad things. I'm trying to kill the bacteria in the beans. And I'm trying to do so without blowing my van up. So there's two negative things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to trying to stop the van from blowing up, which is precarious. And I'm trying to kill the bacteria, which is also precarious. But then when that positive energy shows up, it's going to take away the energy that I need, the time and effort and energy that I need to actually stop these really bad things from happening. And suddenly the probability of the van blowing up, because I'm not paying attention to it, goes from like 0.01% to like being like 3%. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to focus on the onion. I'm trying to focus on the positive stuff, right? Focus on the positive. Stop being a pessimist. Just focus on the positive. Don't worry about your van blowing up. Just look for the onion while you have a fire inside your van. Yeah. No. That's stupid as fuck. That's what the positivity people would lead you to believe. Is just stop focusing on negative stuff. Just focus on the positive stuff. Never focus on negative stuff. Negative stuff is negative, so you shouldn't focus on it. It's fucking stupid. It's really stupid. And it's dangerous. It's a dangerous mentality. And it's got idiots like me, at least before I got, I always say my life changed shit, but before I kind of woke up to it, I kind of fell for that crap. And I really got hurt by that philosophy very badly. I got very badly hurt by that philosophy. And the positivists, they don't want to take accountability for the consequences of what they tell people to do, because if something bad happens to you, that just becomes, you're just a negative person. You don't need to be listened to. You see how that works? So, if it works out for you, oh, it worked out. But if it doesn't work out for you, oh, that's negative energy. We're not supposed to listen to you anymore. That's like so fucked up. That's like such a warped view of reality. It's like such a fucked up, warped view of reality. And it's not a sustainable way of thinking. And sustainability, that is a good thing. One of the few good things in this world is sustainability. Having something that can, regenerate itself, instead of just burn through itself like fucking cancer. I guess cancer is a positive energy thing too, because it's always growing outwards, right? It's like us having cancer is a really good thing. That's what the positivists would lead you to believe. Uncontrolled growth is great. Don't try to reel it in. Don't try to be a voice of reason or a voice of negativity, because those are just rebuttals. You don't need to listen to those. Or rebuttals, yeah. But another thing in sales, rebuttals. The fucking phrase rebuttal. It's like every single excuse that somebody can come up with, you just have to come up with a fucking rebuttal to, cancel that shit. What the fuck? Somebody just can't have a reason to not want your product. You have to have a fucking rebuttal for that shit. It's insane. It's sick. It's fucking sick. I gotta make a video on that Punnett Square. Yeah. Okay, well now I can cry. Well, I guess the situation I was crying about is over now. Huh. It's not as painful. Yeah. It kind of has to be done at the time. Yeah, crying is just one of those things that has to be done at the time. If it's being done after the time, it's just kind of pointless. So I'm going to move from this position. I don't feel safe here. Hopefully the next position I do go in, a little safer. I guess I'm going to end the stream for now. That was exhausting. I'm going to rest. to lower my metabolism and save energy.